Hello and welcome to Grant-o-nese Cooking Episode 1. In this episode I'm going to teach you how to cook delicious Grant-o-nese chicken drumsticks in a very easy way and quick way. The secret to Grant-o-nese cooking is cooking fast, cooking with many different ingredients and explosions of flavour in your mouth. What you need for this afternoon's recipe is some delicious chicken drumsticks, some bacon, some onion, some eggs, some cabbage and some mushroom. Really, you can use any vegetable you can find in your average fridge. I'm also going to be using today some salt, some honey, some soy sauce and importantly some ginger powder. What we want to do first is to get a wok, put just a little bit of vegetable oil in it and then put in the drumsticks. The idea is to slowly cook the drumsticks and to get the flavour to be retained in their golden meat. So what I'm going to do first is just to get the drumsticks cooking very, very slowly. You don't have to have a very hot wok. And then to pour in a little bit of water also with the oil, just to get them started. So on a low heat, just gently starting to get brown, and then wait for the sauce. As part of a very delicious sauce, I'm going to use a combination of water, a little bit of honey, some salt, some soy, and then just mix it all together, eventually adding just even a little bit of flour also. So now we're going to make the sauce. It's very, very quick to make this sauce. What I'm going to do is just put in a glass of water into a jug, glass of nice fresh tank water, a little bit of salt, just add a little bit of flavour, add in some soy sauce. Doesn't really matter how much, you can't really go too wrong with this recipe. Whisk it up, and if you wanted to go really, really, really extreme, even pop in maybe one single egg. Whisk the egg in also, so you get your little whisk until it's got a nice smooth consistency. What I'll do even is I'll add just a handful of plain flour just to make it stick to the chicken wings just that little bit better. Again, whisk it all up and to have a beautiful Grant-o-nese chicken sauce. Now what we want to do with the sauce is to add it to the wok and stir it into the chicken. This sauce has actually got a very, very strong flavour to it which will soak through the chicken itself over time. So what I'm going to do is add the sauce to the chicken which has just been slowly cooking, add it in, make sure that you pour it all over the chicken and then turn the heat up slightly because you want the water to bubble slightly. And now I'm going to teach you something very important about Grant-o-nese cooking. Putting on the lid. We're going to put the lid on with a low heat to trap in those beautiful Grant-o-nese flavours for it to soak it into the meat more. Stir it occasionally and let it simmer for about maybe 10 minutes tops. Now I'm going to teach you how to make the rest of delicious Grant-o-nese chicken using fresh vegetables. So what I'm going to do is simply get the mushroom, the cabbage and the onion and chop it up very, very finely. You don't have to have very big chunks of the vegetables. Some people do it wrong by trying to keep the vegetables really big. I like to actually keep them small so they also get soaked up in flavour and they complement the chicken like a restaurant quality food. So in a small pot I'm going to put the cabbage, the mushroom and the onion in and then add in just a little bit of water. In a sense I'm going to make its own sauce and put in a few big squirts of honey. Now I'm going to put the vegetables on, just on a low heat, put the vegetables in a small pan and just occasionally stir them. With all those flavours in, just a very, very slow cook will make sure that they taste delicious. Now I'm going to check the chicken Grant-o-nese style. You'll see that the lid's on. Now the secret of Grant-o-nese cooking is when you take off the lid, make sure that those juices drip back into the chicken. Look at how that chicken's cooking so deliciously and brown. That is good Grant-o-nese chicken. Now, to finish off the chicken, I'm going to add some ground ginger to soak into the meat more, and just a handful of finely chopped up bacon. So we're going to add in the bacon, which will add just a little bit more flavour to the meal overall, and add in a little bit of ground ginger. Again, stirring all the new ingredients in, adding it to the sauce, and importantly putting the lid back on in order to trap all those beautiful flavours. So what we're going to do now is, the chicken's finished cooking, the vegetables are finished cooking, we're going to put the chicken and the vegetables on top of a beautiful bed of freshly cooked brown rice. Now what we're going to do is serve up this delicious Grant-o-nese chicken on a fresh bed of brown rice. So just grab 1 or 2 pieces of chicken as your centerpiece of your delicious Grant-o-nese feast. Put it on there. Get some vegetables. And we love vegetables in Grant-o-nese cooking. Pour it on all over the chicken. And there you have it, folks. Delicious Grant-o-nese chicken. There we have it, folks. A fantastic Grant-o-nese recipe for you. For future recipes, go to www.grantonese.com.au. See you next time.